So I guess I'll start. Welcome to Zoom, Creating Abundance with Ease. Which one would you decide it is the one that our judgments are real?
Is it judgments are real, or are you willing to be judged, or is it some combination of at least those two things and everything else that's got to deal with judgments?
Yeah, and so anything that doesn't allow us to be judged, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Yes, right, wrong, bad, all nine podpoc shorts, boys and beyonds. I'll be your podpocker.
Okay, so let's introduce ourselves first because some people might not know us.
That's always a good thing. So my name's really not Pock and Pod. My name's Rachel Silber. It's great to meet you guys. And I've been playing with Helen, wow, for a few years. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Rachel lives in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm. And hosting, Helen, for a body class and an Akashic Records class. So if anybody would like to get tropical and have beautiful volcanoes and lakes and all that good stuff around them, you are more than welcome to join us.
Yeah.
That would be lovely. It might become an annual event.
Yeah, and my name is Helen Gitelvich, as we already heard that Rachel is playing with me. And you can decide how we're playing in your own mind. And all the judgments, I'll just receive that. So I'm in Chicago and I've been a doctor and Reiki master and all kinds of other stuff. And today we're both access facilitators, right, Rachel?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we'll be talking about judgment. And I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with access, but let's introduce our couple of tools that we'll be using, like clearing statement.
Yeah, like that POC pod thing that I said, that's the short form for something that we call the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And if you'd like the full out detail, you can hear it all on theclearingstatement.com. You can also find information at www.accessconsciousness.com.
Oops, Rachel, sorry, I muted you by mistake.
Yes, I'm willing to live with that judgment. That's so much fun. Bring it on, baby. Give me judgment.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, that clearing statement really, really, really changes so many different things, where you can go from a person who does not wish to be judged at all to one who's willing to say, bring it on, baby. I'll have it.
Yeah, because every judgment actually brings you $5,000 more a year. If
you wouldn't want that, would you?
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
Terrible, exactly. It would be horrible to have extra money in your pocket. And so right and wrong, good and bad is we're clearing everything that you decided right, wrong, good, bad, or anything that is limiting you pretty much. And POC is point of creation, POD is point of destruction. We're pretty much destroying both sides.
Yeah, everywhere we took it in and we made it real and we planted it inside of us, and it's begun our destruction, where we've begun to limit ourselves. So we can let all of that go.
Yeah, 9 layers of stuff too. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can read about that. And then we'll be working with light and heavy. Mm-hmm. Whatever is true makes you light, and whatever is a lie will make you either feel, hopefully you're not feeling, but sensing.
Yeah.
Especially from the discussion from last time, it's going to kind of like contract you and make you heavy inside.
Yeah, that's the thing with the light and the heavy. It's not that, suddenly you're going to grow wings out your back and flutter off or something. It's just this, like, oh my goodness, there's like a little smile that's coming on my face. Or there's this sense of relief or sense of release. This knowing what's really, really true for you is a tool that's so amazing, because it takes you out of believing everything that's supposedly correct, everything that everyone else has already told you, and tunes you in to you being your own guru, knowing what's really, really true for you. So that light and heavy, knowing what expands your world and what contracts it, really, really is a great way to guide yourself in the world.
And for some people, it might not be the sensation or feelings. It might be just knowing this is true, this is lie. This is pretty much very individual. It's up to you guys to choose, or it's up to you to know what works for you.
Yep. And it changes, by the way.
And it changes.
And that's okay. We like that.
It's okay. It's fine. And this is your class. We're just facilitating. We're not teachers. So you can, at any point, either raise your hand, and we probably can see it on the participant list, and or unmute yourself and just ask a question.
Or just, sign. me. That's fine too. We'll see you.
Raise your hand this way, not just on the computer.
It all works. It all
works because this is for you. This is about any limitation you brought to the table that you're ready to give up.
So originally, actually, this Google Hangout with the two of us playing together came out of a conversation that we had in Rome when we were there for the facilitator class. And there was another facilitator with us from Israel, and that will probably be another Google Hangout some other time, because it kind of evolved and just turned into this judgment one. But there was a lot of judgments being projected at Jewish women and the wealth or not wealth, etc., of being Jewish. So that's where the original conversation came up. And so last night when we were speaking, we're like, wait, we didn't even label this particular.
We never put up the name on it. So
yeah, like are we still talking about that, or are we going to be talking about something different? And the thing is that beneath it all boils down to judgment and being willing to flow, being willing to be ambiguous. There isn't this, I have to do it this way. So yeah, flow with us. You're welcome to enjoy this conversation. If anything comes up about rich Jewish women as well, you're welcome to bring that.
And not just being Jewish, but being a woman. Because don't forget that, how many judgments do we have about being a woman? What it means, what it doesn't mean, how we're supposed to behave, and how much judgment people actually throw at us.
Yeah.
Or being a man.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter, being a woman, being a man. It's all about clearing all of those judgments, or allowing us to receive them without the judgment. Because in reality, consciousness includes everything.
Yep.
And judges nothing.
I love that about consciousness. And awareness too is the same way. If we're really willing to be aware of what's going on and everything around us, we're willing to be aware of it with no point of view about it. We can receive anything. We can receive whatever information is there. That's consciousness. Everything is there and can contribute to us.
And it actually includes judgment. Mm-hmm. Meaning that it doesn't judge even judgments. So if we judge somebody, it's still okay, because it's still being about consciousness. Being out without point of view, because judgment is just another point of view, which is another.
Wow, I'm so good at judging right there. Wow, that's awesome. I'm such a good judger.
Or thank you for judging me. It's so nice of you. You're so sweet.
Wow, and you're so generous with that judgment. Wow, do you have any idea just how generous you are? Thank you for being such a contribution to my cha-ching.
More money, please. More money, more money.
How does it get any better?
Yeah, because when we are willing to be in abundance includes judgment, by the way, too.
Yeah.
What if we could allow ourselves to have abundance of judgment? Ooh, that's an interesting concept.
That is. Some walls just went way up. Everything that brought up for everyone, and everywhere you're locking that judgment out of your world? Will you destroy it and create it all times a gazillion?
Right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I think we'll probably be alternating.
Yeah. Wow. It's like the gift of judgment. Are you willing to be judged? What if it's a bigger gift when you're not resisting it than you could ever imagine?
Yeah, and so anything that doesn't allow you to stop resisting the judgment and just allow it and be vulnerable, be open to it with no point of view. Are you willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Oh, yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, back, battle, nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Sorry, I forgot to say something, and I'm okay with being judged for that. If you have any comments, you can put that in the chat or any questions too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, bring on the judgment. Feel free to judge.
Yeah, please. And anything actually doesn't allow you to judge, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, back, battle, nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Mutual puck and potting. I love that.
I love that too.
Well, the thing is, we always hear everyone saying, what if we could have a no judgment day? What if, we could live in a world without judgment? And yeah, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be our world anymore.
Exactly. Where are we now? What if we could learn to live and be in this world and not worry about any of the judgment?
Yeah.
Literally be willing to receive it.
So anything that doesn't allow you to live in the world, be open to judgment, and not be affected of it, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, back, battle, nine short, boys and beyonds. That brings me actually to the first clearing and foundation. Remember that one?
Yes, I love it, that one.
So what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about being susceptible, cognizant, and subject to the judgments of others that keeps you living as though judgments are true and you're not? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that? Times a gazillion.
Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Wow.
Wow, let's do it again.
Yeah, because my head just went, woo, hello. All right, so what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about being susceptible, cognizant, and subject to the judgments of others that keeps you living as though judgments are true and you are not?
So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. How cool is that?
It really is. I just facilitated over the last 4 days, finished yesterday, a foundation class. We went through this clearing so many times, and I'm reading it now, and I had to read it out loud. Oh, please judge me for it, because I couldn't even get it when you were saying it out loud.
No. And we actually just received a question that somebody missed a joke about getting money for receiving judgment. It's actually not a joke, darling. It's
a tool.
It's a tool. It's literally, universe will reward you for receiving judgment without judgment.
The universe will reward you for flowing with ease, for having that ease in your life, creating abundance with ease. That's the joy of, when you're willing to receive it. Now, it doesn't mean that you relish it. It doesn't mean that you make it really relevant in your life. It just means that when someone hands you that, pie of poop that they've baked for you, like the lady did in the help, you don't actually have to eat it. You don't make it relevant to you. You don't, have to save it and hold on to it forever. You just literally take it and say, well, thank you so much.
And dump it.
There you go.
This is about receiving everything and having no barriers to anything.
Yeah.
This is about totally being open to whatever universe, people, animals, or anything or anyone gives to you. Because everything can be a gift.
Yep.
Even a pile of poo or a pie made of poo.
Yep.
It can be a gift. if you receive it with no point of view. So
there's a lot of information that you can receive there.
Because even if they give you the pile of poo, then you know, maybe this is not the person that you like to be around them that much.
Yeah.
So this is still a gift. Or it might be, oh, cool, they're this way. So I know how to talk to them, how to be with them. But everywhere where you're refusing any judgment or anything in your life, will you give it up, destroy, and uncreate that?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pack, pat, all nine shorts, boys, men. And you don't have to be a fact of it. You don't have to align and agree with it, and you don't have to resist it. That's the idea of receiving judgment.
Yeah.
That's why the clearing is so relevant, and I'm going to read it again because I don't think I'm reading it completely. So what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about being susceptible, cognizant, and subject to the judgment of others that keeps you living as though judgments are true and you're not?
Wowza.
Everything that is.
Everything that is. That. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. That just keeps going deeper and deeper. Exactly. What is it that we love about resisting judgment?
Yeah, what do we love? Let's go into that.
So where is judgment so important for us?
Well, actually something came up. How many of you have been taught throughout your life to listen to constructive criticism?
Oy vey.
Oy vey is right.
Wow, and that's a way of showing you love.
Yes. The more you can tell, like the more I can tell you what's wrong with you, the more you can grow and become a better person.
Wow.
Wow. How light does it feel for you guys? Not so much, right? So let's destroy and uncreate all of that. Everything that you bought and return it back to the sender with full consciousness attached. Right and wrong, good and bad, pat, back, all nine, shorts, boys and beyonds. Whew. So what else? What do you value about aligning and agreeing with judgment and believing them? You can unmute yourself and say things that come up if you'd like to work with it.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. It just went bloop.
Right. Yeah. And somebody said rightness of it. Cool. So yes. All of that. Will you destroy and uncreate that?
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, all. I'll be your puck pod lady.
Yes, please.
Wrong, good, bad, pod, puck, shorts, boys, and beyond.
Yeah. And
now, what's right about me missing the last couple of minutes when my audio on the phone was cut out? Wouldn't hurt to repeat what you said.
So everything that is, and everywhere. And by the way, I have no idea what I just said, so I guess it will be on the recording.
There you go.
And I want to make sure that it's recording because there were times where it stopped recording as well. Or I've tried some SD cards where it just did not record. So, and everything that is, and everything doesn't allow us to have ease and joy with technology and with our minds and brains and clearing anything we are ready to clear. Let's just try and unclear.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Right, wrong, good, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond.
Whew. It's much easier. Oh, actually, you're on 2 screens now. Do you know that?
I think I'm going to have to unscreen this one. Or something. This is confusing.
It is. Where are you?
Okay. I'm here now.
So, oh, wow. Let's begin.
Yeah.
What have you made so vital being susceptible, cognizant, and subject to the judgments of others? Judgments are true and you're not. Everything that is, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Oh yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. That's really interesting about the being subject to, like, those are the things that rule you. You know, those judgments are meant to be the order of the way you create and live your life. And like, these are the steps, because somebody else who has who knows what, I don't know, I was with a doctor for the last few days, and you're a doctor, so maybe this, coming up in this, that somebody else knows better than us.
Ooh.
So that doesn't allow us to tap into our knowing, to trust our knowing, and to trust that we know what's going to work and create our lives. We destroy and create all of that times a godzillion.
Yes, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pack and bad, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Whew.
Yeah.
And what if it wasn't about rightness or wrongness?
Yeah. Wow. Like, you mean we can be free?
Huh. That's an interesting concept. Are you sure we can?
Not on this planet.
That is, let's destroy and create.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong, good and bad, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everyone we decided that we cannot be free. We cannot, that we always touch. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, it's interesting. That brings me to one of the concepts that when you're judged, you actually have to be sentenced and imprisoned.
Oh my goodness, and it's a life sentence.
And it's a life sentence.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, okay, so everything that is, let's
I
just
don't mind that. Boys and beyonds. Wow.
So everywhere we are imprisoned and sentenced to the life sentence of judgment.
Time.
Let's destroy and uncreate that.
Oh, yes. God, right, wrong, good, bad, God, bad. That's right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyond.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. So what does God have to do with that?
Yeah. And who's the judge? And is judging, yeah, all of that.
All of
that I can.
Yeah, let's talk about that too.
Yeah. Destroyed and created all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Like the ultimate judge.
Yeah, and who's the ultimate judge? But it's us. It's me. You.
And this.
Yeah, they're burning. Everywhere where we judge or executioner.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Now, I guess people are...
Especially executioner, huh?
Yeah, so not willing to give it up. Of being that judge and executioner.
Wow. And everywhere we're thinking that that's the only thing, and the only way that we can be alive, destroy and create all of that times a godzillion.
Create that.
Right, wrong, good, pod, poc, short, boys, and beyond.
Yeah. And somebody is like, can we puck and pod judging being judged?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything that is right, bad, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyond. How much fun.
And we have a comment that 10 commandments from God taught us to judge ourselves and each other. Is that actually true? Or is it the religion twisted it?
Or is that the way that we've been so happy to get into the controlling game, controlling every single other person on the planet by judging them? Like that's been our favorite like push button. If we keep judging and we keep judging, you know, that little button to the remote, what's going to this person do exactly what we'd like them to do?
Yeah. So everywhere the thinkers taught us to judge us and everybody else, everywhere where we decided that of the fathers and any religious concepts that keeps us in judgment of ourselves and others. Ooh, let's destroy and uncreate that.
But wait. Before we do that, let's intensify it.
Yeah.
I can just, yeah. So just get that sense of that judgment and intensify it and intensify it and intensify it. And then let's destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion, right, wrong, good, bad, online, pot, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
So everything that we talked about, every religion and any religion that teaches us to judge or not to judge, be judged,
the
judge, go to hell, go to heaven, if you're good, if you're bad, all of those, will you be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes, please. Right,
wrong. Shorts, boys, and beyonds. And
how about if we've ever committed to being the judges completely and taken that on as a job?
Yeah, so, everywhere. Yeah, all spouse fealties, communities, promise to judge. Will you can now destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right. It wouldn't be at talking about all.
And there was something else that popped into my head as well, that the like there's great honor in being a judge. You know, you get nominated, you get elected, you get to wear that white wig, right?
Yeah,
with all the powder. Goodness, when you're the judge, you're the one who runs the courtroom.
And how much control does a judge have?
Oof.
Ooh. All of that. Let's just try to get that. Just in case.
Right, wrong.
Shorts, boys, and beyonds. And it's interesting that, remember I said I was printing a page out of reference material?
Yes.
And how many believe every choice and action has a consequence. And it means that human judgment of you all the time for every action you take.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So everything that just brought up, we destroy and uncreate all of that times a godzillion.
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pack and pot, all 9 shorts, boys, and beyonds. And by the way, it's also every action that we are refusing to take or unwilling to take. So all of that, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Oh yeah. We're right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. If we bury our head in the hand, as long as we're resisting action that we're taking or we're not taking,
still being judged.
Consequence of being judged for whatever it is.
Remember, like today when we read the reference material, it said that if you go out with somebody and you sleep or don't sleep with him or her, you're still being judged for either case, and you judge yourself for being in either case.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
It's this, whatever you do, it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. Whatever, as long as you can agree with
or resisting and reacting to that. Mm-hmm. Both this polarity keeps us stuck.
Yeah.
In that.
And even if we're resisting, there's that little piece that just says, somewhere I must be that. So if that's the way we're creating our life, what if we could choose something different?
Yeah, what if we just allow ourselves just to be? present with whatever comes our way and receive it as a gift.
So there's an exercise that I love that's been very, very in my life. To be willing to receive the judgment with no point of view. There's something that we speak about in Access called vulnerability. When we're willing to be vulnerable, we're willing to be ourselves with no, literally no walls, no barriers, no barricades between us and everything and everyone else. And so I'd like you guys now, if you don't mind, to direct as much judgment towards me as you can, as much of it as you can. Just it is.
Just flow.
And by the way, you can type it in the comments if you feel like it. You can just think, well, it makes no difference. And perceive that energy. Just one thing. Go ahead and direct judgment at me again. Did you notice something different the second time?
Mm-hmm. Quite different.
Yeah. Because all I did was just ask my barriers to come down and just asked to be as vulnerable as I can be with going on around me so that it can just flow through me. I mean, if I'm not presenting a wall for any judgment to bounce off of, then it can just go through. I can receive it, pass it on, and not have that resistance up. There's a different way of receiving from the world when we're willing to do that. And that's, to me, has been such a gift. I play with that tool quite regularly. And I invite you guys to do that too.
Actually, it reminds me of another exercise. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's drop all our barriers. And the way we do it is just asking. Please, barriers, just drop.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. And what you do, just sense where you are. Are you in your body? Are you outside your body? Are you in your head? That's another way you start. Just allow yourself, close your eyes, drop your barriers, sense everything around you. And make sure because it's very hard to sense and have the barriers. And allow yourself with your consciousness touch the corners of the room you're in. And just see if you can hear the sounds, if you can smell things in your room, if you can sense what's going on with the molecules in the room, and allow yourself to expand it. Go maybe 10 kilometers if you're in Europe or in Guatemala. And just sense what's going on there. And now expand even more and go every way, like a sphere. Up, down into the earth, up into the air, and just keep expanding. Go 100 miles now, or 160 kilometers. Go maybe 1,000 miles or kilometers. As the whole earth. Expanding into space. And sense the solar system, the planet, and go beyond the universe and beyond infinity. In that space, from that space, take a look at judgments that people throw at you. From that space, look at what's going on in your life right now. From that space, look at all the problems you're having, or you call the problems. From that space, look at your relationships. Space, look at your money. And without contracting, just come back to this Zoom that we have. How much could you receive in that?
Wow. From everything.
Yeah. And everything can contribute in that space. And how relevant were the judgments?
It was actually really funny. It's like pigeon poop, you know, like little tiny droplets of something doesn't affect us at all when we're willing to be that amazing, expansive that we really are.
You could live like that, be that all the time. If you could be that, but if you could be that with a family, with friends, and anything that doesn't allow that, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Oh yes, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, beyonds.
So how much are you being susceptible or cognizant or subject to the judgment in that space?
Well, see, that's the thing. We may be cognizant of it. We notice that it's there, but there's no more charge on it. It's just like,
Yeah. And in that space, how much can you resist it? Yeah,
it's irrelevant.
It just goes.
Not interested anymore.
And how much can judgment affect you?
Not really at all.
Really?
And knowing at the beginning of the Zoom call that receive that actually contribute to, you know, our finances, $5,000 for every judgment that we're willing to receive. It's more like inviting the judgment.
Mm-hmm.
There's
no judgment.
Yeah, like bring it on, turn it up, turn yourself up, shine more, be more brilliant, be more visible, be more noticed, have more people directing judgment at you, because they will, because it's the way they function, and be willing to have it with no point of view. That won't.
So everywhere where we decide to be and contract, the judgment affected us instead of being of love, gratitude, and infinite possibilities.
Oh yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all nine shorts.
I always get an example of the air. Or actually, no, not the air, but the water. Because think of water when it's vapor, when it's expanded. It's just air. It becomes like air. Nothing can affect it.
Yep.
When it's water, it's a little bit more susceptible to environment. They polluted, do stuff to it, can be contained. Mm-hmm. It can be imprisoned. When it's ice, when it's solid, it's solid. Easily. Think of us, because we are the consciousness. We're that spark of light. We expanded so much. It's just air. It's just vapor. Nothing can affect us. When we contract, we become like that piece of ice that can be broken.
I love that visual. And I also love to add to that that the ice can just melt and
I,
vaporize. We have a choice.
we have a choice,
We have
exactly.
a choice.
Exactly. That's why that analogy, because
Beautiful.
we are the space between the molecules. We have the choice to choose anything we can create in our lives. Goodly. So what decided to create? What if we only what's a contribute to us?
I love that.
So anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate?
Right.
And
Good and bad, pod and pock, all nine boys and
chose to create only abundance with ease.
And joy.
And joy, and glory.
Oh yeah.
So all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Is what if it's possible by choosing more? So anything that doesn't allow that, let's destroy and uncreate that.
Yep. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine pod, pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So every day in every way, what space can we expand to? How can we stay in that vulnerable, open energy that can receive information from everything that's around us, including the judgment, because this is more about the person who's launching those, than about us. We can and keep expanded.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to affect us or contract us. We don't have to contract the disease of being solid and intense and dense as most people do around us in this reality.
So I just thought of something. With being that expanded, judgment just adds more energy to it. It doesn't have the charge anymore. That's why it contributes more mass. When we're expanded, I remember like in one of the classes, a woman looked at me after doing that exercise. She's like, but it feels so empty. Yes, that's the idea, to be filled up with joy, ease, money, relationships that work for us.
Where we don't have to have all that trauma and drama and the density that so many others have around. We have a choice. The invitation for ease and joy and glory.
And what if by doing that and being that, actually by being that, what if we could change the world?
One out at a time.
What if by inviting other people into that space, we could stop work? Words are just nothing more than judgment solidified. Because they all created based on, oh, you're from this country and I'm from this country, so
I'm more right than you are wrong, kind of thing.
Exactly.
All of that could just melt away. Brilliant.
Yeah, let's melt it. Because being here in that space of possibilities, let's just look at the world and just like allow the energy of no judgment, even of the war.
Yeah.
We didn't even judge the war. What if it was just a choice of people to kill each other? Didn't go into wrongness of that and resistance, alignment, and agreeing with that. Do you think that the war could exist?
No, it wouldn't have that attribution of energy be directed at it. So it wouldn't stay so solidified. It would dissipate and disappear.
Exactly. I always give an example of exercise where you try to kind of like try to do it right now.
Okay.
Just push hand against hand, like right against left, and see how much can you move from that space. Not much, right? Now allow to push just with your right hand, and the left doesn't have any force.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if we were that, the invitation for people to join us? No resistance. Just being who we are, that space of possibilities. Anything that doesn't allow that, let's just try and create that.
Oh yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Oh, we actually have like 8 minutes left. I just noticed.
I didn't even, I'm not sure where to look. Get so many.
I'm on the computer, you're on the phone. See,
Yeah.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Gift that is when we're really to be that space and that structure, no significance. There's just this play with the whole entire world if they like to play, and if they are judging and they don't wish to play, well, okay, let me know when you are. No one.
Just like little kids. Remember like those little kids, it's like, play with me. No. Okay. And they walk away.
I'm gonna go play over there. Want to come play later? You know? Come play.
No. And then they're like, okay, I'll go play with this guy.
Or I'll just do my own thing. And eventually, if somebody sat and says, oh, yeah, sure, you can join me. Let's play.
So anything that doesn't allow to have that expansiveness of let's just try and create that.
Right and wrong. All nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
And if you'd like to join us live, I'm in Chicago and Rachel in Guatemala. And I'll be in Guatemala for a couple of weeks there too. Or somewhere around the world. Just go to the websites. Rachel, what's your website on Access?
It's actually, there's my profile on Access, and then there's also ubjoy.com.
Ooh, that's so cool.
On Facebook, I have much the joy of being, the consciousness fairy, which I played with for a while too, and periodically play with, and you're welcome to join me there. And this space, Helen, before we go, this space that you brought us to with the exercise of expanding, lowering our barriers and expanding, it is such a gift. And there's a beautiful clearing from the foundation manual that's fantastic. And if y'all haven't taken a foundation class, because it won't change anything at all. Right?
No, not just, it might change your life, but nothing else.
Yeah, that's it. This space, when you're willing to be this space, when you're willing to not buy this reality as so real and solid and dense and intense, when you're willing to be this space and this invitation and this possibility, you are the greatest gift that this world has. So are you being that, or are you trying to people's judgments as everything allow you to be the miracle and evidence that you be? Will you design and create resilient?
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, back and bad, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. Yeah, so, and you know, Rachel, maybe you can type your website in chat, and I'll type mine too, which is helengitelvich.accessconsciousness.com, as well as Creating Abundance with Ease. And I'll put both of them in that. There are classes listed there. And you can always email me at helen.g@att.net.
Excellent. Mine you just see on the Access Consciousness page. I have my website, but it's more like an about. I'm not so amazing with the technology to play with it right now. Oh, I didn't enter. There we go. Cool. So you can find me on ubjoy.com. You can find me on Facebook. I'm quite playful, maybe a little irreverent. Please judge.
Yeah.
Get any better. While I don't speak Russian, I kind of sometimes I can, when I speak to Helen long time, sometimes I get inspired to play with that. Just for like a couple of moments. Judge me for that too.
Yes. And all of that.
Yeah.
Just trying to create that right around the death final 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
I am so, so grateful for you, Helen, and for everybody who's and for really for these tools, because no longer in my life worried about being right or being wrong. I'm so much more willing to play and just, you know, I call myself a facilitator. I mean, it's so much more fun to be silly, you know,
Exactly.
and to enjoy than to get so serious, you know, and real.
And I'm so grateful for everybody here. And Rachel, I'm so grateful having you in my life, not just on the.
I know, me too. You are yummy and I adore you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Any questions before we end?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think we've kind of fried by the.
I think you fried me. Oh, so since we fried, I'm going to just read that one last time. What have you been able and real about being susceptible, cognizant, and subject to the judgments of others that keeps you living as though judgments are true and you are not, you amazing, miraculous space possibility that you truly be. Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pod, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And I'll stop recording.